How do you balance staying present with some of those deeper emotions? We all have emotions and none of them are to be feared.
It's such a slippery slope of feeling the emotion and not getting stuck there, and then also not bypassing it and just continuing to move forward and take action, because you have to do both.
Biology always wins.
I see this time and time again when people are on their healing journey, is that we get obsessed with growth, where healing and growth is something that I'm already doing all of the time. My body is growing, my body is healing, and we can become obsessed. It's like we become a growth masochist in a way, where we want to pick apart every little thing, because truly everything could be an opportunity for growth, but that's not what life is about. Life is about enjoying this experience and feeling the full spectrum of this experience. And we can get so caught up on our own healing that it shouldn't be the main focus. The main focus is to be fully alive.
How do you balance staying present with some of those deeper emotions? It's through reps. You can't build a relationship with a person without spending time with them, without meeting them. You can't build a relationship with an emotion, whether it's deep or not. You can't build a relationship if you haven't taken the time to get to know that emotion. If you haven't let yourself cry, and tears are a stranger. You have to allow yourself to at least become an acquaintance with some of those deeper emotions. I'm not an angry person is a blatant non-acceptance of who you are. So you're not wanting to be something into the world, and by doing that, you're not acknowledging something very deep within you and primal within you. We all have emotions and none of them are to be feared or neglected. They are to be cultivated. They are, in a way, to be made a friend of, rather than stranger. And to balance that is to actually spend time with these emotions. To cultivate and build a relationship with them is the only way. Otherwise, you leave them on the doorstep. The alternative is to answer the door and to greet them and to welcome them into your body, into your home. Let them move through it. That's the only way I believe that you can really cultivate deep presence with your emotions, is by feeling them.
I've been in those sort of dichotomies where I'm going through something deep and I'm feeling pain, or I'm feeling a lot. And then how do you balance that with trying to move forward and take positive actions in your life? And it's such a slippery slope of feeling the emotion and not getting stuck there, and then also not bypassing it and just continuing to move forward and take action, because you have to do both. And that is the path of emotional mastery, is how do I let myself feel it? That way it moves through me, and that way it's not harbored inside and I'm leaking out and making emotionally based decisions, but I can have a more rational logic approach. And I think that we become a mentally dominant society with no emotional intelligence, but the emotions are still there. And so the emotions are leaking out with us not even being aware of it. And so how do I maintain and feel those emotions, let them move through me? That way they're not leaking out in my actual decision process, because we want to make rational decisions. Life is about the decisions, the quality of the decisions that you make. And if you are in touch with your emotions and you do develop emotional mastery, you can feel it and let it move through you. And almost when you have awareness to it, you can separate it. You can feel it and you can separate it, and then you can move it through you, become clear, and then make a clear decision. And it's the only way to get better at that is to develop a deep connection to your emotional well-being.
Body is nature.
Yeah.
look to nature to see, how does nature move?
Yeah.
There are winters.
Mm-hmm.
There are springs. There are times where you need to go inward and be pensive. It's being okay with winter.
Yeah.
It's being okay with spring and summer and the cyclical nature that exists. Our bodies go through so much. But what if we all just honored our body, took time away from the things that distracted us from that? It doesn't fit into our modern westernized world, but it's biology always wins. And at the end, it is the ultimate game. So it's really a restructuring, not just emotionally, but probably even societally. Can that happen? I don't know.
It's really hard to do it without community. It can be very lonely. If you don't have people to share your experience with, it can be very isolating. And we say this all the time, but we need each other.
Yeah.
You never know when you might just be saving someone's life just by checking in on them.
Yeah. Isolation is the ultimate punishment in a way. If you go into the penal system and you look at actually a prison, and for those who are not even abiding by the prison rules, you're isolated. You're locked into a cell by yourself in the hole. That's like the ultimate punishment. It goes to show like how actually damaging it is for our mental, emotional, spiritual bodies. It is the ultimate punishment. And we're doing it sometimes to ourselves.
Yeah, I think I've heard this in shamanic cultures. What they do when people are going through something, or perhaps mentally sick, or emotionally unstable, or really moving through a lot of things, is they do the opposite of isolation. They put them in the center of their song and dance circles. They sing to them. They dance with them. They laugh with them. They cry with them. They be human with them. And it's like, I heard this quote before. It's like, can you continue to sing the song of life so that those who forgot the lyrics can remember them and sing with you?